one other time, we were getting ready for Radhastami, and it was the first Radhastami at Berry Place. And there was a big pot of Radha Red. Everybody knows that. It's a famous chutney. And the pot was very big. It was on the floor. And my daughter ran into the kitchen, and she couldn't stop, and she fell into this chutney. But it wasn't so funny because it was just off the stove. It was hot. So some of the devotees were really upset because from their point of view, we couldn't offer the chutney, so this pot of chutney was like destroyed. And Prabhupada heard about it and he immediately called me and said, take her to the doctor, because she'd actually she to this day has scars from the chutney. But Prabhupada was immediately concerned and immediately practical. You know, the devotee, we were kind of like, well, what do we do about the chutney? But Prabhupada was, what do we do about the child? Maybe it was a day or two later after that, we was ready for our departure. And we went again to the apartment with Srila Prabhupada, and we were begging his permission to leave, requesting his blessings. We were allowed to touch his feet with our heads, and he put his hands on our heads. And then he put his arms out, and he asked me to give him the child. So he took Saraswati and he held her. He was sitting on a low asan, and he had a big garland on. And he held her by its chest with her both faces facing forward. And he took his garland, and while it was still on himself, and encircled Saraswati at the same time. And then he smiled largely, and he said, and now they will say, what kind of sannyas is he? He was, of course, referring to his godbrothers. He had just spoken to us about how his godbrothers had been sent to London and they could not get anything done. And now he said, the sannyasis have gone, I am sending grihastras. So he was laughing, and then he asked for her.